Today on Golf Destination, we visit Indian Pond Country Club on the south shore of Boston, Massachusetts. This Damian Pascuzzo design is only one of two course designs that he has done east of the Mississippi River. We'll take an in-depth look at this unique and challenging design, plus a quick way to raise money for a great cause, next. Welcome to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Gorman. Today, we visit Indian Pond Country Club in Kingston, Massachusetts. This Damian Pascuzzo design is unique and offers a different style to typical New England courses. Indian Pond is a sprawling golf property on the south shore of Boston, adjacent to Plymouth, Massachusetts. Let's take a look at all of the amenities.
So Indian Pond, it's a pretty interesting place. You know, we're sort of known for two things. We're known for the golf course, and then we're also known for outside events, you know, whether it be golf tournaments or, you know, more importantly, weddings. The clubhouse here is 52,000 square feet. The top floor, we have two function rooms, our grand ballroom, which can accommodate up to 500 people, and then our Blackstones room, which accommodates about 150 people. You know, they play host to about 200 events a year, whether they be weddings, christenings, etc. The golf course country club side of things, we've got about 300 members here. You know, obviously we've got a championship golf course. In addition, we have a pool club across the street. We got one of the largest swimming pools in New England, beach entry access for the kids, lap pool for the adults, and a full service cabana over there. You know, I think from the membership side of things, it certainly appeals to families with young kids. You know, I think to the event people, certainly anybody who wants to hold one of the larger events, we're the kind of venue that can accommodate that. In terms of weddings, you know, both on Wedding Wire and The Knot, we've been consistently rated at the highest level for over the last 10 years amongst all the venues in the South Shore, and obviously that's something we're very, very proud of. Along with the quality of our championship golf course and the experience that we deliver. The golf course here has a lot of charm. I think it's a very, very well-designed members golf course. You know, I've played here over the course of the 16 years I've been here. I've probably played 2,000 rounds, and I never get tired of the place. It's always interesting. It's always a unique challenge every day. I think it's great for membership in that regard in terms of guest experience. There's a lot of very picturesque holes. I think it's really good from both of those standpoints, you know, and I think that's why people enjoy the course so much. So we have 5 sets of tees here at Indian Pond, going from 4,500 yards to 6,800 yards. We also have 2 combo courses, which combine, you know, 2 sets of tees to sort of meet some medium or gaps in our yardage. You know, generally the members here play the blue tees. They're about 6,500. The championship tees are a little longer at 68, and the black tees are sort of a just a general men's tee, and that plays about 63. The ladies generally play either the greens or the whites or the combo course, and that goes from 4,500 to 5,000 to 5,400. The bunkering around the course is very interesting. There are 70 bunkers on the golf course, and unfortunately I think I've been in every single one of them. The greenside bunkers generally protect the left and right sides of the green. They're not awfully difficult except for the 11th hole, which has quite a bit of elevation, but mainly those greenside bunkers are to protect shots that miss either left or right. Fairway bunkers, on the other hand, I think, again, places stress on tee shot accuracy. Most of them are, if you are playing the right tees, the fairway bunkers are in the right spots to make you think about where you're going to hit your tee shot and where you're going to put your ball. Green complexes here are unique to the area. Lot of undulation, lot of slope, a lot of subtlety. You know, one of the things that's a little bizarre here is that we don't have a flat area anywhere on the golf course where we can properly stimp our greens. There's really nowhere here where we have, you know, 30 feet of flat surface. I mean, everything's moving. You know, certainly you've got to pay attention to the slope and to where you're standing relative to all the other topography to be able to read it. and it's just overall, it's one of the bigger protections of the golf course is the green complexes. I've been here 16 years, and membership overwhelmingly says things to me like, geez, I really enjoy playing the course. You know, the course conditions are great. You know, the green speeds are great. You know, the guest experience, from my perspective, is well received. You know, guys say, geez, it's such a fantastic course. You know, I hadn't never heard of it. I'm so glad I got to play it. You know, guys are in great shape. I mean, we take pride in the condition of our course, and I think that really reflects on guest experience. We are a private course. Membership is open. We have about 300 members. You know, we offer membership either as an individual or as a family. I think one of the best things here at Indian Pond is the membership. It is a great group of people, lots of fun to hang out with. Just real great people. I really enjoy being here, and that's part of the reason why I've been here for 16 years. I just really enjoy the members here year in, year out. Great people, great times, just an awesome group.
Next, we learn more about Indian Pond, and we take a look at the front nine when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca del Cosma. Italian Golf Evolution. Avidia Bank. Honest to goodness. Puka. Be original. Robert Graham. Be the shout, not the echo. Club Benchmarking. Your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
For 8 generations, the Goslings family has made it their goal to perfect the art of blending and aging rum. They let go of control of this process and let Mother Nature take the reins on the open ocean. The voyage starts by filling once-used bourbon barrels with a proprietary blend of aged dark Bermuda rums. The stormy seas and air have an extraordinary effect on the blend. The result, Goslings Spirited Seas, a generous gift from the wild Atlantic Ocean.
Introducing Compass, a transformative approach to capital planning designed by industry leader Club Benchmarking, specifically for private clubs. Set your club on the path to a healthy and sustainable future with comprehensive, continuous, and connected capital planning that leverages powerful software to drive alignment from board to board and through management transitions over time. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
The bloodline that brought you TaylorMade, Odyssey, and Diamana is revolutionizing the game again.
The bloodline feels different and performs better than any other putter I've ever tried. And I make more putts.
I get more consistency, better roll, better distance control. I've almost eliminated 3 putts.
Only Bloodline's tour-winning technology will change the way you look at a putt forever. Unlock the tour-winning secret to perfect alignment and holing more putts risk-free at bloodlinegolf.com.
Hey. Wait. Hats? They're all wearing hats? What are you doing with this stupid visor? You just bought the visor because you thought people at places like this wear visors. Turns out they don't. No one wears visors. They're wearing hats. You are the only one wearing a visor.
Avidia Bank can't make you comfortable with your golf outfit, but we can make you comfortable with your financial life.
I like hat.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Meredith Gorman. The best way to learn about golf courses is to hear what people who play it say about it. And that's what we did.
I've been a member here for about 16 years now, and initially what I really loved about the course is just how it's maintained. I mean, it's one of the best courses I've played, especially on the South Shore. Tommy Stone does a great job, and his staff. So the course is always in great condition. And again, that's probably the biggest plus about Indian Pond.
So what I like best about being a member at Indian Pond is a variety of things. The layout is awesome. The course is always well manicured. The staff, they're always attentive, and I get the opportunity to play with a bunch of great guys.
All the golfers that I bring here, guests that are handicaps from like a 15 or 17 all the way to like a 1 or 2, all enjoy the course and the layout of the course, and how they get to use every club, but mostly I think the casual nature of the country club and how it's not too stuffy, but it's also has a country club mentality and vibe to it. Staff that works here and keeps things loose, but fun.
The course at Indian Pond is completely different than most courses around. It's very hilly. There are some flat holes, but it's shaped very, very well. It's pleasing to the eye, and it's extremely playable.
I would describe the course as being challenging, right? Especially for people who are a lower handicap, but at the same time, it's a great layout for individuals who are not as seasoned golfers. So I think it's a good course for most people.
It's challenging but very fair. That's probably the best description of it. I played, again, a number of different courses, but I think it's very challenging but extremely fair.
No matter what handicap you are, you're going to use every club in your bag. So it's not a course where you're going to be limited in any fashion. It doesn't really matter if you're a super low handicap or just kind of a casual weekend golfer. You're going to get to use every club and hit every type of shot on a number of different holes.
Indian Pond's been here for 23 years, and they've done a lot of improvements in other golf courses around the area, but overall the layout I think is spectacular and probably one of the best.
The course itself is up there with any of the the other nice country clubs that are around here. It's very comparable, better in a lot of ways I think. Obviously I'm a little biased, but because I think that it's a more interesting and fun layout than some of the other courses around here. So I think it's very, very high up on the local courses in Massachusetts or New England, however you want to think of it, that it compares to.
I really enjoy this layout a lot, and based upon the courses that I've played in the area, I consider this course to be at least top 5. At least top 5.
Everyone has fun here, and you always find someone to play with. So it's been enjoyable being a member.
Now let's take a look at the dazzling front 9 of Indian Pond. Indian Pond starts you off with a slight dogleg par 4 that lets you warm up. Driver is optional on this par 4, measuring 375 yards. The subtle green is well protected with bunkers. The second is a long par 5 that requires 3 good shots for par. It can measure up to 575 yards. The green is one of the largest on the course. The third is an uphill par 4 that has a slight dogleg to the right. A wedge is all that is required on your approach, but be careful, shots that are short are swallowed up by a greenside bunker. The downhill par 4 fourth demands accuracy off the tee. It only plays at most 387 yards, but less club is needed on your approach, which is downhill and slopes severely left to right and front to back. The fifth is a wow kind of hole. This downhill par 3 can measure over 200 yards, but you must select the correct club. Carry the water, and you will be putting for birdie. The sixth is a dogleg right par 4. Don't hit through the fairway because there is trouble everywhere. Your approach is slightly uphill on a hole that measures just under 300 yards. The seventh is an uphill par 3 that will likely play 185 yards but can be stretched to 200. The green is large and protected with bunkers. The eighth is a long par 5 that will test your mettle. Bunkers await on every shot, so you must avoid at all costs for any hopes of par or better. The ninth takes you back to the dynamic clubhouse. A new tee box makes the distant bunkers an aiming point without risk of entering. Play the forward tees and they come into play. The large green slopes back to front. We've reached the turn and hopefully you've navigated your way through this stunning layout. Still ahead, we take a look at the back 9 at Indian Pond Country Club, and Director of Golf Brian Langevin returns to look at his favorite holes at Indian Pond, when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
For 8 generations, the Goslings family has made it their goal to perfect the art of blending and aging rum. For the first time, they let go of control of this process and let Mother Nature take the reins on the open ocean. The voyage starts by filling once-used bourbon barrels with a proprietary blend of aged dark Bermuda rums. The barrels are loaded onto the MV Oleander, and the rum ages for another year at sea, traveling back and forth from Bermuda to the mid-Atlantic. Extreme changes in temperature force the wooden barrels to expand in warmer climates and contract in colder temperatures. The rum interacts with the charred American white oak over every wave and change in weather, extracting all the barrel's flavor. The result is an elegant and complex rum with an oaky nose, hints of salted caramel, and luscious spice for a smooth finish. Gosling Spirited Seas, a generous gift from the wild Atlantic Ocean.
Introducing Compass, a transformative approach to capital planning designed by industry leader Club Benchmarking specifically for private clubs. Set your club on the path to a healthy and sustainable future with comprehensive, continuous, and connected capital planning that leverages powerful software to drive alignment from board to board and through management transitions over time. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Corman. Now let's finish your round on the back 9 at Indian Pond Country Club. The back 9 starts with a long par 5 that has a gentle landing area with plenty of room. This 3-shot hole will leave you with an approach that is uphill and protected by a water hazard on the right. The 11th is a hole that you will remember. Don't grip the glove too tight, as you will be required to hit an accurate tee shot on this narrow par 4. The approach is uphill to a large green that is very contoured. Make par and you'll be very happy. The 12th is another beautiful hole in which you can see the Miles Standish Monument in the distance. This downhill par 4 requires an accurate tee shot with water on the left. The green is well protected with bunkers. The 13th is a par 3 that requires a mid-iron shot that will leave you a great chance to make birdie. It is well protected by bunkers. The 14th is a short dogleg right. You'll be tempted to drive the green, but a bunker complex will swallow mishit drives and par will be in doubt. The green has 2 tiers. The 15th is a dogleg left that requires a good tee ball to set up your approach. The approach will be uphill with a front right bunker protecting. Don't be long or you'll be in the woods. The 16th is a slight dogleg left par 4. Accuracy is the key on your approach to a very slender green that has trouble everywhere. The 17th is yet another gorgeous par 3. The green slopes back to front and has a lone bunker protecting the left side. When you step onto the tee on 18, you are faced with the final challenge, a fantastic par 5. Play your shot down the left side and you can possibly get on the large green in 2.
My favorite hole in the front 9 is probably 9 now. You know, that's one of the holes that we lengthened, came out about 50 yards longer. From a personal standpoint, it was, you know, me out in the woods, just going farther and farther and back with the superintendent saying, I think we can put the tee here. Let's chop down some trees. And I just think that, again, that tee shot now off of 9 demands a premium on accuracy. You've got to put it in the right spot. You've got to put it out to the right on that fairway so you have an angle into that green. And then I think kind of the breathtaking thing is when you get out to that area and you see that clubhouse over the pond with the fountain. Just very picturesque, beautiful looking view there, but also a difficult shot coming in. A difficult green to get to and a difficult green to navigate and make a 3. I think it's one of the more difficult holes on the front 9, and it's one of the more beautiful holes on the front 9. On the back 9, I'm really partial to 15 now after all the changes that have been made. So we built a new tee box on 15, and I think it's really put, again, a premium on the accuracy of the tee shot. It's made it difficult for guys to sort of cut corners, go over bunkers. It really puts the original design intent back into play. Better players, again, need to be out towards the far corner of the dogleg in order to get an angle into that green. It's an elevated second shot, and the green's protected on the right side by a good bunker. The green complex itself is a very genius spine in it, which sort of deflects poorer shots away from the pins. And again, even if you hit a good second shot, it's a difficult green to negotiate, and it's a difficult hole to make a 3 on. I think it's one of the tougher holes, and I would say with the recent changes, it's one of my favorite holes.
When we come back, we'll learn about the WeMet's annual golf sprint, and we get the vital statistics of Indian Pond when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Meredith Gorman. Now, let's learn how the WeMet Scholarship Fund has an event that is a quick way to raise money for kids working in the golf business.
So the Francis WeMet Scholarship Fund has actually been around for almost 75 years. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, and we award need-based college scholarships to young men and women that work on Massachusetts golf course. Every year, we award over 400 WeMet scholarships, and these are renewable awards, and our goal this year is to attain $3 million starting in September as our new annual level. So we fund our scholarships at the WeMet Fund through a variety of programs. There's thousands of people who support us every year through the bag tag program, through alumni donations. We have an annual banquet with some of the top names in all of golf history. And one of the new things that we've done is for nearly 30 years, we had a golf marathon, an all-day event. We've transitioned it into, and changed the format, into a golf sprint. The golf sprint is a major part of the WeMet Fund's annual programming, and it's an open-ended throughout the entire season for folks to be able to sign up. It's a crowdfunding, casual endurance challenge. So as many holes of golf as you can play in 1 hour. You can start right on our website, wemet.org, where we help you create a personalized template page for you to share your story about why you're supporting the fund and want to help these scholars. Folks receive pledges to play their golf, and we have some phenomenal prizes to give out to reward both the donors and those fundraisers. It's really flexible when it comes to the format of the day. Some folks walk, some folks run. We have groups that ride in carts or even do loops around a par 3 over and over for that hour. There's a couple of folks who have gotten a team together and they've done a relay around their course and to see how many holes that they can play in an hour. And we've even had a couple of hole-in-ones already. Come on! Yes! Oh yeah! Woo! It's been fun seeing the pictures and the videos that have been shared to social media, capturing the action, and we're excited for some new folks to get involved.
Now let's take a look at the vital statistics of Indian Pond Country Club. Indian Pond Country Club can be played to nearly 6,800 yards from the tips, but the forward markers measure just over 4,500 yards. For information, call 781-585-0555 or visit them online at indianpondcountryclub.com. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Golf Destination. We hope you enjoyed our tour of Indian Pond Country Club. And don't forget to visit us online at golfdestination.tv. And we'll see you next time.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca del Cosma. Italian Golf Evolution. Avidia Bank. Honest to goodness. Puka. Be original. Robert Graham. Be the shout, not the echo. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.